want to get off the darkest ground, but gravity pulls you straight down. Earth from a bird's eye view. You should grow feathers and see this too. When you want to get off the darkest ground, but gravity pulls you straight down. When you want to get off the darkest ground, but gravity pulls you straight down. Clear When you want to get off the darkest ground, but gravity pulls you straight down. Earth from a bird's eye view. You should grow feathers and see this too. When you want to get off the darkest ground, but gravity pulls you straight down. When you want to get off the darkest ground, but gravity pulls you straight down. Clear
I can't find my way back to you until you make amends with the demons you've been through. And I can't regret leaving you alone until you find your way back home.
All right. We're ready to roll. I hope everybody's having a fantastic weekend, and it's time for some show. So I hope everybody is doing well. I hope everybody's got their Mando and their Grief Karga. For those of you that don't know who those characters are, They are from the Mandalorian, and they are awesome. So we're going to discuss a little bit of the Mando. We're going to discuss a little bit about this this raid situation. We're going to get into some topics of just general discussion about like what our thoughts are on what's coming next. And you know, there's not a lot of news to discuss right now, but we're going to talk about May the 4th and all that comes with it. But first and foremost, the very handsome gentleman that typically is on screen with you is with us on the phone, but he's not. You know, right now he's having some technical difficulties with his camera, so we're gonna get that straightened out here in a little bit. Good old Maurice, what's going on?
Hello, everyone. Hello.
What's up? And also, we're joined by the super strong, super diligent, super on time RangerJ1999.
I'm all those things and more, for I am great.
And then we're also joined by the lovely Avinash. How you doing, Abby?
I'm doing great, thanks.
Great. So I hope everybody's doing all right. Michael Yench is asking if we're ready for tomorrow. What do we need to be ready for tomorrow about that? Is that just a May the 4th stuff? Is that what's going on here? The May the 4th celebration? Is everybody going to get their double drops ready? Is everybody saving energy right now for the May the 4th celebration?
No, can't say that. No, that's not happening now.
No, I didn't save it because I was too...
The two what? Uh-oh. It happened already. Yeah, it happened already. You know, and I the stream went down. And the same thing I went...
Look up to me.
I went to some great lengths prior to the stream to try to quell this situation. Actually, in fact, I actually, I restarted the router. I did some speed tests, and I realized that the configuration that I have going on right now was probably the best for service. So I don't think it's a service thing. I don't know why that's happening. Maybe it's an OBS thing, but it keeps happening. Hopefully, it doesn't happen again. I'm getting, over 100 Mbps on upload and download. So I don't know how it could be the internet. You know what I mean? But, and it's not like I have like 6 other people streaming in my house at the same time. So I don't know.
So you're saying user error.
Yeah, it's gotta be.
That's what I was gonna say.
It's probably just my fault for being a moron. So Minato Namikaze, he donated $2 to the stream. Thank you very much. Says, where are the GAC streams, Ramon? Well, it's a good question. I was supposed to do one this week with the GAC, and I actually fully intended to do them. But how much do we still have another GAC battle left for the rest of the week? Can I do one, or is this the last one? Let's take a look.
This is the very last. Yeah, tomorrow's the last one. Yeah.
Okay, so can I still set my defense, or is that done?
No, that's done.
It's over.
We're already in battle. Yeah. You failed, you're heinous.
Yeah. So I can't do it right now, guys. This is like, they pre-selected my defenses for me. So obviously I have that General Kenobi lead that clearly wins a lot of battles in Grand Arena Championships. All right, so that's it. So this is round 3 of 3. When's the next Grand Arena?
Probably about a week.
Okay. All right, I do.
Back on the 7th or something. No, the 11th. I can't remember. I have to go looking.
I do give my word that I will do my Grand Arena next time, and I will stream it. Okay, and we will do it, and I'll be prepared for it because I've been forming mods, and I've been doing good. So I've been a good boy. So you guys will be proud of me, and hopefully I can come across some really weak opponent, so I can smash them for you guys live on my channel. But while we're talking here, I'm gonna do this Grief Karga battle in the background. I saved it for the stream, so I'm gonna get this banged out real quick while we talk. So, have any of you guys, first of all, wailed out on the Mandalorian?
Yes.
Nope.
You did.
Yes.
How do you like him?
He's stupid. Stupid awesome.
Yeah. Okay. So you went.
And I'll be doing grief tomorrow too.
So you went full bays on the Mandalorian, huh?
I went for it. Had awful drops. I think 7 is my new number in life because it's all I got from every goddamn pull. I mean, we pulled a 10 and a 12, and I thought the world was going to end because we're so happy because it was just 7. It's 7. So I'm like, God damn it! Is something other than lucky number 7? It's bad at this point. Lucky's like, I need to take you to Vegas, brother. We could win some money. I'm like, oh, Jesus.
Does anybody else remember when the term was coined, going full bays, like going like full bays Malbus?
No,
No?
I don't remember that.
That was a thing. Yeah, they got because there were a few people that decided to wail out on bays, and then he went into the shard shop, so people got him for free. And yeah, like, so everybody, so they coined the term, like, going full bays was like just wailing out on a character. But carry on. I apologize. I'm just a silly person talking about bays Malbus. But
Good old bays.
Maurice, Maurice still goes full. But Maurice went full bays on General Hux. Are you going to go full bays on the Mandalorian?
No.
No. Why not?
The rest of my bounty hunters suck, man. Like, I have to go full bays on both of those characters, then go full bays times 8 to get the rest of the faction geared up and ready to roll. So
Yeah, it's got to make sense. I understand that. Yeah, I mean, like, you have to have the other pieces, otherwise, why?
Yeah. I'm sitting here frantically watching my Grand Arena. If he gets 63 on my ships, I lose.
No.
Yeah. Dreams of top 50 are gonna. I'm afraid it's gonna elude me because I went the good old cheesy ship route and put the Grievous fleet with 1 reinforcement on. So we'll see.
Oh, geez.
We'll see. Yeah, that way Grievous just calls nothing but Vulture Droid after Vulture Droid after Vulture Droid. So we're gonna see.
You just want to know who you're talking to.
My son.
You.
My son came down and he's being a wonderful little child. Go to bed.
I went loud.
Anyway, so what about the May the 4th stuff? So we're getting double drops. Are we going to be getting any of the pack discounts? Are we going to get any sales on crystals?
They didn't mention anything about the crystals, but if they do, it's going to be only up to the $20 one.
Possibly.
In the event of a tie in Grand Arena, who gets the tiebreaker? The high GP or the low GP?
Highest GP.
Yes. All right, he's got to get 63.
So he got 63 or?
No, he needs 63.
Oh, okay.
63 to beat me by 1.
Oh.
Yep. So you're gonna get. So how are you doing, Ranger, with GAC? Maurice was telling us earlier that he's flirting with top 50 in GAC. What about you?
Oh, I'll be outside of that. I mean, I always lose one match or something. Like something happens, I get distracted. I had one where I full cleared, but he beat me because just had the weirdest luck on. It was like the 3rd or 4th match I lost where I would have won, but something happened. I used Darth Revan, Bassi, HK against the Geos. Typically, it's a slaughter fest. Bassi, I did my electric with Revan, and nothing stuck. It was the craziest thing I've ever saw, and I ended up getting like, I lost everybody but Revan at the end, and I only had like 48 points. So then that stuff happens. There's nothing you can do about it. You know what I'm saying? So, but also I'm already Kyber. That's done. So I'm not worried about that. I've got Kyber locked up. So pretty good.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. So it tracks your history in GAC. Can you like, so basically every season it starts over again, right? So basically, like, you know, but at the end of the day, like, have I, like, how can I put it? Like, if I started being very active in GAC, can I make up for what I've lost? I'm not talking about the currency. I'm just talking about, like, as far as like ranking goes.
Well, I mean, the rank there's no like there's a lifetime cumulative score, but at this point, it's nothing more than just bragging rights. There's nothing that goes along with it.
Okay.
But like
Right.
every season, every month is a brand new season. Basically, everyone starts 0-0, and then you finish where you finish. Like there's no, and thus far there's no cumulative sort of thing. Like I mean, you're missing out on lots of portraits and currencies and stuff like that, and Zetas. But you know, there's no like makeup. Like you're not like behind on any sort of lifetime leaderboard or anything. Just cumulative, just score.
Right.
Simply cosmetic.
Some mainly cosmetic and some resources is the main thing.
Yeah.
So yeah, well that's okay. I mean, I was more concerned that maybe you know, by not doing my GAC that I'm like losing on like you know, like if I start, you know, I'm gonna be like way behind, you know. So
Right.
But all right. I mean, that makes sense. I honestly, I'm kind of feeling like you know, this whole like going for like deciding to go for Kylo, you know, getting him, I think will kind of make me a little bit more excited about playing and doing some of these competitive things. You know what I mean? But again, it's just kind of like you know, the mod situation is still like very very bad. You know, even though I you know, I obviously improved my situation a little bit with Ranger a couple weeks ago, it's like, you know, I still had like I don't have very fast good mods, and you know, when I do roll mods, you know, like I said, it's just very I don't really have great luck. It's just a very depressing mod situation, you know, and it's like you know, I dealt with this for a long time prior to getting my mods redone. I mean, it's not like I never had mods. You know, I did have mods at one point, and they were okay for a little while. But then eventually, you know, the rest of the world progressed, and I didn't. So it's like what ends up happening is, you know, you just fall way behind. And now you have people that, you know, have like, you know, in comparison to my roster, you know, not as developed rosters as I do, but they have way better mod situations than I do. So even if I play GAC, I would still be behind most of my opponents on mods, even though they may not be as prepared as I am with characters. You know what I mean? So,
Right.
I mean, what you know, what the trade-off there is, I still think that mods win over the characters. Like, even though I may have, you know, a better roster than that person, you know, at the end of the day, if they...
Okay, I lost somebody.
Same thing happened? No, we're good. Even though we may have the, you know, I may have a better roster situation, you know, I think mods are king, you know, still, so.
You're right. They are.
Yeah.
So you need to be slicing and dicing them every day, young man.
Yeah.
Well, it's more about now. Can you beat a Galactic Legend without a Galactic Legend? That's a big kicker, because if you can counter both of the legends without using one yourself, and you especially if you have one, if you can comfortably put that on defense every single time, it's a huge advantage right now. Not everybody can beat them, especially not cleanly. And cleanup on those are a nightmare. Like, you have to use, like, if you lose and then you have to use like a full CLS team to kill a single Kylo, that's going to prohibit you from using it elsewhere. Then you got to start using other teams that count. You know, you lose once to those Galactic Legends, and you just all of a sudden your entire plan falls apart. You start having to use uncomfortable things and slipping on banners, and next thing you know, you're getting like 52 banners on teams you don't normally get 60. You know, it's just there's like a trickle down effect on those legends. You really have to learn how to beat them.
I mean, do you think at 5.1 million GP though that I'm going to be facing Galactic Legends right now? I don't think so, right? I mean, most
Probably
people,
not.
Yeah.
Well, everybody that's a 5.3 facing me right now is not saying that.
Yeah, it
I'm
just
the only
depends on
one
what
with
your
it.
top characters are.
That's
I
true.
don't think
Top
you.
characters, yeah. I don't think you'll run into Regal.
Yeah, like your 5.3 is probably looks a little different than Ramon's. You got like your relic 7 characters, all those resistance units leveled up.
Yeah, I mean,
Right.
I'm kind of curious how it'll go, but I mean, I'll give it a shot. Like I said, I'm gonna go through do the GAC, and I'll see if I can pull it off. I mean, hopefully, I can win some battles and have some fun with it. And if I do enjoy it, I'll do the streams more frequently. I know they're a hit with the community. A lot of YouTubers are doing those, and it'd be nice to be competitive with it. That's the problem. Is like I know that when I was doing stuff like that, I was always able to be competitive with it. Like with the tournaments and stuff, I could actually win tournaments. I just don't want to be in a situation where I'm putting a whole bunch of effort into an uphill climb that I can't win. You know what I'm saying? So it's like
Yeah.
And that's the situation. I mean, like you said, I mean, falling behind on mods, I was able to get away with it with my shard and stuff like that because for the most part, I mean, I always had the characters I needed, and I was able to switch over that one mod set that I had that was pretty fast and put it on whatever meta team was going on at that time, and I'll stay at the top of my arena. But like as far as GAC is concerned, I mean, you're talking about mods really playing heavy into that, and there are just unfortunately some people that have more time than I do to invest into mods in the first place, and their teams are just better optimized than mine. So maybe I'll go into a battle thinking for example, like CLS should be able to outdo this team, and I'll just be sadly mistaken because that team that I'm facing is just way better modded than my CLS team. So we'll see. Nowadays there's a lot more balance. Anyway, going on to what we were talking about just a few minutes ago with the May the 4th. So we don't know about the crystal sales. There's going to be double drops. What are you guys going to be using the most out of it? Like, what are you guys going to be trying to get the most with the double drops? Like, what are you going to be farming the most with?
Oh, yay, I'm back. Okay.
For me, I mean, maybe some character shards, but I mean, I'm still doing tickets. I'm going to do some battles and stuff tomorrow, and then, but really nothing. The double drops for me are secondary. I mean, I'm doing the ultimate for Ray right now and stuff. So the only characters I'm farming is Trooper and Hux. But if I get a couple extra drops from that, that'd be nice. But yeah, not much. The double drops for me is, I'll do mods. Mods will be something I'll hit hard, but that's about it.
I'm gonna be doing mods and farming those first order characters, man. I'm gonna be going nuts on those first order characters. I'm gonna try to see if I can. I'm gonna probably go into the. I mean, I'm not gonna go crazy, but I'm gonna probably go into like the hundreds refreshes on Sith Trooper and Hux, so I can get them done. I really want to get these guys to 7 stars, and I'm almost at 6 stars. So I was able to get. What are you gonna say?
No, go ahead. Carry on.
I was just gonna say that I was able to get Kylo Ren unmasked to Relic 7, and I'm at Relic 5 with regular Kylo Ren now. So I just need. I mean, obviously, I need a lot to get there, but I'm saying like. Most of my first order is either gear 12 or most of my first order is gear 12. So really, it's just a matter of getting Hux and Sith Trooper to 7 stars, relicking the rest of the first order that I need to get done, and then I think if I really focus on it, I should be able to get Galactic Legend Kylo by like probably by summertime.
Summertime.
But it's not going to happen anytime soon. I mean, so I don't.
That attitude.
Well, I mean, I also need to focus a little bit on gas, right? Because I didn't get gas last time. So I don't know if I'm going to be ready. I mean, I think like right now I'm kind of going into it thinking like I'm already prepared for gas, but I don't really know what else I need to do to get there. I mean, given
we set you up for success, my friend.
so that team so the way my teams are modded right now, you think I can beat? You think I can beat that final?
We still have to look at it. And you're going to need some RNG, but I mean, if you got good relics on B1 and Assange, yeah, I think you got a good shot at doing it.
Okay, so I need to have relics on Asajj too, because I don't. I only have I only have Asajj at Gear 12.
You have to have crazy good mods or some decent gearing on those characters.
My B2, my B1 is Relic 4, I want to say.
That's
Relic 4. That should be okay. Yeah.
That should be just fine.
Anyway, so I need to get gas, and then but I don't want to focus too much on gas, because gas is like, I mean, again, I'll get him. You know what I mean? But he's definitely important. Don't get me wrong. Like, I need him for other things besides Arena. You know what I mean? He's somebody that I'm going to use in, GAC, somebody you're going to use in TW. Really more for the guild than anything else, as far as gas is concerned. I like Anakin. Don't get me wrong. I like the character, but I definitely want to, put all of my focus right now into Galactic Legend Kylo. So I'm gonna get there. Like right now, I'm gonna pull this up. See my first order's at. So I still need to, I can get Phasma done relatively quickly. My first order Stormtrooper, and really I can get most of these done. It's just a matter of, I mean, this is definitely months of work. You know what I mean? But
well, just do gas and then work on Galactic Legends. The path is presented before you, my friend.
I'm excited. I'm excited about the prospect of having a Supreme Leader Kylo. I think it's going to be cool. I mean, I want like a full maxed out First Order team.
Supreme Leader Kylo is pretty cool.
All right, so I got Grief Karga here. I'm going to move into the Mando, and we'll do this quick event here. Now, while I'm doing this, what are your guys' thoughts? So we discussed. I know you said you're wailing out on the Mando. What are your thoughts on him so far? Now that so you have him. Do you have him like reliced up and stuff? Like how? Like what's your man? Where's your Mando at right now?
He's about to be relic tomorrow.
Okay.
But then I'm going to go for Kreef. I'm not going to go crazy with Kara. I think she's good, but I think she's a little niche, and I think that the combination of Mando and Kreef on a bounty hunter team, good God, it is really nasty. It is a nasty combination. After doing my research and looking at it, because a lot of the stuff that CG has put out is just like, he's like, no. But these characters, I love the series. I think they did a good job on it. So yeah, really good job, and they're a lot of fun to play with, and I colored me impressed with those two. I think Kara's nice too, but I don't think it's worth wailing out on her, even though that's my girl, and I would love for her to like harm me.
Yeah, no, I mean, I get that. So you're gonna wail out on Grief too. I mean, normally you don't wail out, right? So this is kind of like a rare thing for you.
Yeah, most of the time, like with gas and a lot of the stuff I get, it's because I hoard, right? I got in a position to hoard, and so I'm a little bit behind. Like I'm 3 weeks behind on the Galactic Legends, but usually Marquise I don't hardly ever well. But for these characters, yeah, I think they're damn good characters on a bounty hunter team. Yeah, that it does it for me. But I can see why people be a little bit underwhelmed and maybe not want to do it, and that's cool too.
So just on a cost situation here, what was the overall cost to get like a 7-star Mando?
It was $300 worth of crystals, because I just had the 7 was my lucky number. I just the pulls, man. Like Lucky's like, I got 145. Like, I hate you so much, man. Like, really, just such a bastard.
I know.
And then someone shows you they got 145. You're like, really? It's like, I was like, Come on. I was like, just give me 80. I'd be happy if I got 80. Just give me 80. No, 7.
You never got more than 7?
I got a 10 and a 12. That was it.
Oh,
I believe.
that sucks.
Yeah.
I think about it every time. Like when I see the characters, I'm like, let me try one pack just to see if I get a lucky 330 pull or something like that. But the chances of that are like, you probably have a better chance of getting struck by lightning. Yeah, I mean, like,
for me, it is. I mean, Jesus Christ. But, it's what I expected. And I'll probably, I'm hoping to get less than that for Creef. But, it is what it is, and those two characters, I don't mind forking over a little bit. And, it's fun to use them in GAC. I'm doing it for the fans too. I don't just buy shit to buy shit. It's got to make sense for me, but it's a lot of fun, and I enjoy doing the theorycraft. And those characters, they just work for me.
I mean, they're fun. I mean, listen, I personally, okay, so my opinion, and this is just my opinion. I'm not saying anything about your decision. I mean, obviously you're doing it for your channel and things like that. That makes sense. What I'm saying,
no, because I'm out for enjoyment. I think there's outstanding characters. It's just all three just kind of come together to where you're like,
right?
Yes.
So there's more than one reason, basically. But I mean,
big time.
But I mean, like for me, like like for example, I think that Maurice actually ended up benefiting tremendously from getting Hux because of Galactic Legend Kylo, because otherwise he'd be behind right now, right? You know what I'm saying?
Well, no, because I probably would have I probably would have refreshed the hard node, maybe slipped a few from the shipments here and there while I work with everybody else.
Okay.
Yeah.
I probably would have had him, but it did help me out tremendously in Grand Arena. I mean, I can't be prior to Stream Leader Kylo. I mean, just having Hux on my crew team, I mean, gave me tons and tons of holds. The guy just finished our Grand Arena. We're tied.
Like I look when I'm considering whaling on a character, or whenever I have, I always look at the value proposition, and I think to myself like when I whaled out to get like Jedi Knight Revan, for example, it made sense to me to invest in Jolie and Bastila and all these characters to get Revan, because it's like, I mean, like, you're getting you're getting all these other characters too that give you like an added bonus. I mean, like, you're getting like, characters first of all that you're going to use with him, and then on top of that, there's a value there in my opinion. And then sometimes with with other characters, I look at it and I say, I don't know if there's if there's not going to be a character at the end that that basically you get out of this faction, is it worth it to make the investment? When it comes to these characters, though, I can see them kind of changing the entire viability of the bounty hunter squad. You know what I mean?
So kill Darth Revan.
Yeah, I mean, like, you're talking about bounty hunters being like a much higher tier in TW and GAC, right? Like, so now you have basically an extra squad to mess around with in these other game modes that other people aren't going to be able. If you could take out a Darth Revan with a bounty hunter squad, I mean, that's a nice piece. Now you don't have to use a Galactic Legend on that or anything. You can save certain teams for other battles. You know what I mean? So there's a tremendous benefit there with these squads for sure. But
I think they're sucky.
You think they're what?
You think they're sucky?
Sexy.
Oh, sexy. I thought you said sucky.
Honestly, I like the Mandalorian. I think the Mandalorian's kit is something to kind of
phenomenal.
It's something to kind of drool over, to be honest with you. I mean, it's like, I'm in love with the fact that he has like the annihilate ability, and I think that he's a great sandbox character. Great sandbox character. You know what I'm saying? Like, definitely somebody you could try out some different combinations of bounty hunters and see how you can make him work better. And it'd be nice to, like, he's somebody that would be cool to mess around with for sure.
Yeah, I'm gonna have fun with it, and we're gonna have fun with it in the upcoming GACs and stuff. Yeah, so I'll probably use the bounty hunters on offense because I've got the mods and I've got the team. It'll be I'm gonna do Mando lead, right, with Jango, Boba, and Kreef along with Kreef and Bosk. Yeah, I had to think about who. I was like, wait, there's another character there, Boss. And you gotta have the mods to make it happen, but it's you know, the leadership is really good on him, and the payouts just, you know, crit chance, but you just put crit chance on your characters, and as long as you have the speed, it's gonna be fun. So since I get him relic and everything, I'm gonna have some fun with the bounty hunters on offense, kicking the crap out of stuff.
Yeah, I mean, just the whole Mando thing is awesome. I mean, do you think we're getting any more content from the Mandalorian, or do you think these three characters are it? I mean, do you think we're getting anything Baby Yoda related, or something with Moff Gideon? I mean, do you think we're getting anything like that now, or do you think they're saving that maybe for when the next season comes out?
I don't know when we're gonna get more. I do expect more, but I don't know when we're getting more. I don't know how you feel about that, good old Maurice or Avinash, but I think this is just an introduction, and what they're going to do with the child and Gideon, your guess is as good as mine, because I have no clue.
Well, I think, like, you know, they hinted that. I really do think that we're going to get some sort of Empire faction rework. Maybe some of the older characters with the, you know, they publicly said, they didn't say what they were doing or any details on it. They just said they were going to be revisiting the Return of the Empire Strikes Back, I believe it was, the second movie. So they're going to be touching on that, and you know, so I think we get some Empire reworks. Moff Gideon could indeed turn into some sort of legendary event. You know, in the Q&A they did mention that legendary and the hero's journey and stuff, those aren't done. I mean, they could always come out with more of those. So I think it'd be nice. I think as frustrated as the community gets with all these huge events like this, I think it'd be nice to have an old school legendary. You know. But like Finn was saying on y'all's show, I hope they don't just like give us a few characters and then they're not used for anything. Like the Han Solo movie, like because they gave us the prepared squad and they gave us, you know, a couple other characters for that movie, and then just none of them did anything. Like they were just, you basically use them for silly events once a month. No sort of legendary, no sort of. They're unnecessary. You don't need any of those characters.
The only one that really like was a gem was Enfys Nest. You know, that's really it. Yeah, I mean, but besides that, you know what I mean? Like, you know, from that prepared squad, just total garbage. You know, like everybody.
I mean, they're good characters, but they're unnecessary. Like Lando and L3, you need for the ship, and like you said, Nest is really good, but for the most part, the rest of them are just, you don't need them. Like they just, I mean. A Kira team is nice, but I mean, there's tons of teams on the same tier as Kira. You know, you could your First Order, your Bounty Hunters, all sorts of sort of B-ish teams. I think the Bounty Hunters are A's now with the addition of these two new characters. Even if you don't get Mandalorian, Grief just completely changes gives them a much needed cleanse, which is very, very important. That's something they do not have, and I think that's a huge thing for the Bounty Hunters. And that's why Ray just destroys them, because you just stun them, daze them, ability block when they can't do anything about it. But now I think Grief, I'm really excited about Grief. Mandalorian's awesome. I'm not going to have the gear for him. But Grief, I think I can kind of gear up. He's relatively easy to gear.
They're both pretty. They were both pretty. I mean, so far they've been pretty standard. You know, I mean, yeah, there's stun cuffs and stun guns, but after what we just went through with Galactic Legends, I think we'll take stun guns and stun cuffs at this point. Oh, like, please, God, yes, please, just give me those. Just please,
I just don't have the Kairos, man. I'm completely out of Kairos X. I have nothing.
Know. I'm slowly farming those up, so yeah. You're not wrong.
I did finish my ultimate Kylo, though. I finally got his ultimate today. So
nice,
congrats. I don't have to spam the refresh. Like, I'm not solely committed to dark side. You know, you guys asked earlier about what we're gonna do with the energy. I'll probably get my resistance heroes started finally. Like, I haven't been able to farm them. I have to stay completely committed to the dark side. It just sucks. You can only farm one Cairo. You can only farm a little bit of the gear. Like, a lot of the gear I need is on the light side. So I can start doing that. I've got stun guns coming out of my ass because that's all I've been farming for the past 2 months. But, you know,
I know. But they'll go by quick.
Yes. But so this will be cool, man. I can kind of. At some point, did they give us an extra refresh? Like, can you refresh your 54 times now?
No. But what's happening periodically now, though, that's happening to me too, is that you click on a refresh and it doesn't actually give you the energy, and then you have to
Yeah.
click on it again. Yeah. So it looks like you're clicking on it 4 times, but actually it's just a glitch.
Okay.
Yeah, it's been happening to me too. Oh, by the way, I saw in the chat here, Master Kylo, Master FX actually has a Twitch channel now, so definitely go check that out.
Yeah, check that out. Remind me tomorrow on the streams tomorrow, Kyle. We'll pimp your stuff there, brother.
Master FX97 is his Twitch channel, and he's streaming Star Wars Galaxy of Heroes. Here, I will post the Twitch name here in the chat again, so you guys can get that. But yeah, so all right, let's move on to the meta report and the top 5. Let me pull that up. All right, so again, pretty standard stuff here, although I can see that General Skywalker is generally taking a little bit of a hit on a day-to-day basis. I mean, you could see that, he's not commanding as much of a... Ooh. We dropped again. Yep.
Yellow.
Yeah,
Hello?
yeah, we dropped. We're back up again now, but it dropped
Okay.
for a second.
I
So,
was like, we were talking about the gas thingy.
yes. So, now we're back. But General Skywalker is slowly losing his grip on the meta, okay? And Darth Revan is slowly becoming insignificant. So it looks like Rey is moving up the charts. Supreme Leader Kylo Ren is kind of moving up the charts. It's going to take some time. Obviously, their presence in the meta is going to continue to grow over time. But, Darth Revan, I think, is kind of slipping to the back here. We do see some General Hux leads. So I guess that would be attributed to Kylo Ren, right? So, like, anybody who's running General Hux lead also probably has Kylo Ren as well, right? Supreme Leader Kylo?
That's
More than
Right. So, I mean, like, you really, with Kylo Ren, Supreme Leader, then you're probably talking about more like 450 Kylo Ren Supreme Leader, so he should be a little bit closer to Padme there. So I mean, again, he's not quite as present as Rey, with almost 800 teams at rank 1. But Rey is going to surpass Darth Revan here pretty soon. And, when that happens, I don't think, we're going to be looking back. I think Darth Revan will continue to kind of fall to the bottom of the list here. I don't know if he'll ever get to the point where he's, where General Grievous is at right now, or CLS. I mean, God bless those people just taking rank 1 with CLS right now. God bless them.
Hey.
Bastila lead. Yep. But, all right. That's our top 10 leaders at rank 1. Moving along to top 10 squads. Really, same thing here. I mean, there's not much to talk about here. Rey is still at number 10, so she's continuing to move up the chains here. Obviously, Rey is going to continue to move up this list over time. Our top 5 this week is going to be top 5 characters to use with Cara Dune. Okay, so this was actually going to be our top 5 last week, but we weren't able to get the top 5 prepared in time, so I just wanted to make sure we got that out. Next week, we'll do top 5 bounty hunters to run with Grief and Mando. So we'll do that next week. I'll try to bundle them together as part of the same team. I mean, we're all in agreement, right, that Grief and Mando, if you have them both, should be on the same team together, right?
Without a doubt.
Yeah, so we'll just consider that to be a solid, faction thing, and then we'll put them together, and then we'll determine the best 5 or 6 other characters that you could use with them in a bounty hunter squad. So, at number 5 with Cara Dune, who do we have here, Maurice?
We are going to have Rook.
Bodie Rook.
This list is flawed.
This is fun.
Fun. But yeah, Bodie Rook. potent on Dune.
Maurice, you're cutting out a little bit. I don't know if maybe that's our connection, but I only heard potent.
Okay, is that better? I'm sorry, I turned my voice sensitivity way up so it wouldn't echo.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, Bodie Rook, he provides additional turn meter manipulation with her, and also will provide her with potency up to keep her reviving. Also, will give her offense up. So offense up is good for her. She's a weird hybrid sort of tank. Very interesting kit. Kind of like two characters in one. So, Bodie Rook was here just more of a tease for you, Mr. Azab, because we know you got the Zeta. So
Yeah.
So there you go. There's hope. There's hope for your boy Bodie. He's got a place, maybe.
He's got a place with Cara Dune. Yeah, no, Bodie is probably one of the worst characters in the game. But you know what I mean? He's got some utility. He's got the. I'm just trying to think of nice things to say, but I mean honestly, there's not much. He's a tough character to utilize, but this is probably the first and only time that we'll ever see Bodie Rook on a list. It's still amazing to me that Bodie Rook is in Star Wars Galaxy of Heroes, but we don't have Supreme Leader Snoke or Praetorian Guards. All right. Anyway, that's our number 5 character to run with Cara Dune. Moving along to our number 4 character to run with Cara Dune, we have Admiral Ackbar.
Yeah,
Well, after playing with her for a week, I would actually change this to Jyn Erso. But Ackbar is going to provide speed and provide her a laughable amount of tenacity. But he does provide tactical genius, which will allow her to refresh her AoE turn meter removal very quickly. And then, of course, she could assist randomly when you use other characters. Because if she assists basic attacks, she'll taunt and give herself potency up. So after playing with it, after actually diving into it, I think Ackbar is a good option for speed lead. But if you can get the speed, she's got 177 base speed, so she's really, really fast. So if you can get her fast enough to kind of get out in front without the Ackbar lead, Jyn Erso is far superior. I think Jyn Erso and her make a really, really good team. You kind of utilize some of those leftover Rogue One characters. So and a lot of your pilots and stuff can kind of fit underneath Jyn or Ackbar with Cara Dune. So she actually gets a lot of utility out of Wedge, Biggs, Jyn Erso, Cassian, a lot of characters like that you probably leveled up to for your Ackbar fleet. They're just kind of hanging out doing nothing. She'll be good to kind of make a makeshift team from those guys, a usable team. So yeah. So Ackbar or Jyn here, probably Jyn. Jyn's better.
Yeah, Jin's a good lead. The expose is really great, and for sure, Maurice is recommending that you guys should put a Zeta on not being able to stun Jyn Erso. That should be your number 1 Zeta. Okay.
No, but what Jyn Erso does every time Cara does a basic attack, she gives herself potency up, which is going to fuel some protection regain too, 5%. So I mean, it's just she constantly refuels her protection. Jyn Erso and Cara, and pick your other 3. It's an excellent offensive team to take out some of those maybe weaker teams for 60 banners. I think it's going to be very helpful for those really, really competitive in Grand Arena. It would be a nice option offensively.
Yeah. No, I mean, Jyn Erso is a good piece. Ackbar, great speed lead, and obviously with that tactical genius, he's got some benefits there too. That's our number 4 character to run with Cara Dune. Moving along to our number 3 character to run with Cara Dune. Who do we have here?
This is actually going to be young Lando. I wanted to get some scoundrels on this list because she does. She's like 2 characters in one. With the scoundrel lead, she won't taunt, but she'll go into stealth. And when she's in stealth, she gets all these crit chance and crit damage elements. And then, of course, Lando can put her in stealth and then also provide her with potency up again. So if she does die, she can be revived. So he's a very good character. If you guys are wanting to use her with a scoundrel team, Lando will definitely help out tremendously with that. I haven't really fooled with her too much in a scoundrel team. That's more of, Clash's department. So we'll have to see once he gets her ramped up a little more to see what the best team is. But Lando's a nice choice. Lando, actually, for those guys never really used him, he does a significant amount of damage. He's actually a pretty high damage attacker. He is the pilot of that the Millennium Falcon. So he's a good character to have. And I think Kara brings out a little more of his kids. You kind of maybe pull him off the traditional prepare team and maybe start making some different scoundrel team lineups with the two of these characters. I think they go really, really well together. They're kind of made for each other. So it'd be nice to see what people come up with in the future. So yeah, great. Yeah, dispel target ally, which would be Kara. If Kara were to get debuffed or stunned or buff blocked, he would cleanse it, and he would give her stealth and potency up all in one go. So it's a super move between the two of them.
Your young Lando is pretty sweet.
I haven't used him in a while. I liked him a lot, but then I don't know. He kind of fell behind. The team I was using him in just kind of. Him and Young Han kind of phased out a little bit once people started getting Gear 13 and Relic characters. So he kind of got left behind. But very, very good if you invest in him.
Me and Maurice had an argument last week. Maurice believes that Donald Glover did a better job than Billy D. Williams as Lando Calrissian. I disagree.
Hello, what have we here?
I don't think we ever had that debate. That's cool. Pretty sure that's completely made up.
Pretty sure I've never heard of that conversation. Yeah. That's totally fabricated, guys. Maurice loves Billy D. Williams. I'm kidding. He loves Billy D. Williams. All right, that's our number 3 character to run with Cara Dune. Durgan says Cara Dune teams are built on hope.
Yes.
Like with. Like from Rogue One, with Jyn Erso. So, moving along to our number 2 character to run with Cara Dune, we have C-3PO. Go with the Rebel theme.
Well, you get 3 stacks of translation on Cara Dune, and she will, every single turn, she can AoE, turn meter removal, 50%. Every single turn. Reduces the turn meter by 50% of the entire team. That's absolutely huge. That move's already ridiculous on a 2-turn cooldown. Then you can do it every turn. That's pretty insane. And of course, it will give her more damage. Then when she uses her basic, she'll expose. She gets potency benefits from it. She gets all sorts of benefits for being a rebel with 3PO. Now, I really think that, unfortunately, CLS, Han, Chewie, 3PO, and Cara Dune is going to be a nightmare. If you guys can afford to put CLS on defense and Grand Arena, that's going to be an incredibly tricky team to beat, especially for high banners. That's going to be a tough one. So it's 3PO and Cara. 3PO goes everywhere. So and for once I left off R2 just because I put R2 on every list. So I decided to put 3PO this time. So yeah, just all around good synergy with her.
That makes sense. I know this is I'm gonna feel stupid, but what is C-3PO's relic? What is that? Am I nuts? I don't remember. I don't. What is that relic? Is that just a microchip?
I'd have to pull the game up. I don't know. I got a lot going on my phone here.
No, I understand. Do you know, Ranger? What is C-3PO's relic?
Technology.
Technology.
I'm sorry. What is technology?
Okay. All right.
I don't have him. I'm in the middle of my Geo battles. I don't have it. What is that supposed to be? Is that supposed to be one of his language chip or his memory? I don't know.
I'm sure it's. I'm sure
do
it's.
We
something.
really care? Why are we talking about this?
I thought maybe it was from Endor and it had something to do with the Ewoks. I don't know. I just thought maybe it was.
Go with that.
Yeah, I don't know.
Trendlang 3 communication module.
Trendlang 3 communication module. Okay, good. Coming through. That is our number 2 character to run with Cara Dune. Moving along to our number 1 character to run with Cara Dune. Guesses in the chat now. Type in who's number 1. Who do we have here, Maurice?
This one is light years ahead of everyone else. It's CLS. I guess I probably could have put Kira on this list now that I think about it, but CLS is hands down the best leadership for Cara Dune. She's going to be countering under CLS. She's going to be giving herself taunt. And the great part, if you have the Zetas on CLS, right, the leadership Zeta, so Cara Dune takes her turn, right, AoE turn meter removal, she either, A, is going to remove 50% turn meter, or even if it gets resisted, is going to fuel 5% turn meter to your team with that CLS Zeta lead. So it's really a win-win situation. With that move becomes even better. If a team's got tenacity up, who cares? Spray it anyway. You fuel a ton of turn meter for your team. So it's pretty nasty. It's just I think for most of us, how we use CLS in Grand Arena and TW, I think she's unnecessary. I don't think you need her on the team. But if you really want to build a super CLS team, I think she definitely has a nice spot on it. Maybe a lot of people like to use Old Ben. I think she's probably a little better than Old Ben. Just for that, because a lot of people like to use Old Ben because even if his debuffs get resisted, he feels a bunch of turn meter, and hers will do the same thing. So,
I really like.
I'm looking forward to seeing.
I really like Old Ben. I just find him to be kind of slow on that team. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah. So there's a lot of combinations you could use, and with her 177 base speed, it really opens up a lot of flexibility. You can build her really fast, or you can build her really tanky, really tenacious, really potent. You can do an offense build on her because she has such nice high base speed. It's a lot easier to play with her speed, I guess, if that makes any sense. So you don't have to throw 120 speed on her to get her relevant. Like you can just throw 80 speed on her. She's still going 257. That's pretty fast for a tank.
Yeah.
So it's cool. She's really, the way they did her kit itself might not be the most. It's not the Mandalorian. It's not Grief. It's not as exciting as that. But all her stats and the way they molded her as a character, like from a modding standpoint, she's a dream come true. High tenacity, 62% tenacity, 177 speed. A little weak on the armor, but a little bit of offense, a little bit of health protection. There's a lot of ways you can build her. I think she's a pretty cool character.
So, aside from the Galactic Legends, who's the fastest character in the game?
Oh, I think it's Dooku or TIE Fighter pilot.
Wasn't Dooku 169 though, base speed?
Let's see. That's a good question. I really don't know anymore.
Because does that mean Cara Dune is the fastest character in the game now, besides the Galactic Legends?
No. She's up there. Yeah, TIE Fighter pilot 190, Shock T 187, Count Dooku 187, Watt 186, Princess Leia 184, and Rey's 184.
Okay.
She's down there. She's in the top 12. She's the same speed as Grandmaster Yoda, R2D2, ARC Trooper, Newt, Colonel Stark, Hoth Rebel Scout. So
Hoth Rebel
she's
Scout,
faster than Darth
baby.
Revan. Yeah, that's crazy. She's faster than Darth Revan.
She's
2 speeds slower than Nest.
faster than Darth Revan. That's pretty sweet.
Yeah.
Yeah, CLS definitely works with her. I mean, it'll be interesting to see how she, how she works out. Most of us, unless, of course, you're, a mega whale like RangerJ1999, are gonna have to wait.
Mega well, Jesus Christ.
A mega whale, just shelling out the buku bucks, just saying, here, Capital Games, take my fucking money, take it. You know what I mean?
Says the man that spent $10,000 on Darth Maul. Shut your pie hole.
All right. I helped fund this game just like everybody else. All right, we've all done it. We've all taken that fun.
We've all been there. We've all done.
Yeah, I know. I wanna buy something. I hope something cool comes out that I want to buy. I mean, I like these characters. I'm gonna wait though, and if like when Jedi Luke comes out, unless it's. I mean, I can imagine Jedi Luke is going to be like absolutely astronomical. It's going to be like a Galactic Legends scenario. They're going to make you like, it's going to be not something where you could just buy the character, or like, it's going to, so, I mean, we'll see. But when something like that happens, I'll spend, for sure for that. You know what I mean? But,
Sure.
all right, but that's our number one character to run with Cara Dune. Moving along to our honorable mention. It's Hermit Yoda.
Yep.
Beautiful.
This is no different than the Scout Rebel Pathfinder trick. Basically, if you have the double Zeta Hermit Yoda, you just keep putting the buff on Cara Dune. Every time she has potency up, she'll revive and just refresh his cooldown and just put it right back on her. I think when we get to 3 vs 3, one of the most annoying teams that you're going to find, there's going to be Scarecrow Pathfinder Cara Dune, and Hermit Yoda. That team is going to be disgusting on defense. It's going to be so cheap. I look forward to running it. So we'll see how it does. But basically, yeah, just you got to have that Zeta though, where when a character dies with his buff, he gets his abilities refresh. So it's a fun little trick. Much better for 3 versus 3 than it is probably for 5 versus 5, but it's fun.
So
it's probably he's a little better character than Biston or Vandor Chewbacca in this case, stuff like that. So he's fun.
So who would be the leader of that team? Would it be Cara Dune?
I mean, there is no lead. You could run like Kenobi lead.
Kenobi.
That was a team I faced in Grand Arena from one of my now guildmates a long time ago. It was Kenobi, Scarecrow, Pathfinder, Hermit Yoda. That team sucked. All the foresight, all the reviving, it was terrible.
That's funny. Okay.
Yeah.
All right, that is our top 5 for this week. Top 5 characters to use with Cara Dune. Stay tuned for more top 5s. Next week we will be doing the top 5 characters to use with Grief, Karga, and the Mandalorian. If you like that kind of thing, please do take a moment just to smash the like button on the stream. If you're not already subscribed, please do subscribe to the channel, as it does help me and our crew a great deal. We appreciate that. But in the interval, what we're going to do is we're going to move on to some more gameplay. And while we do that, this is the time of the stream where we will answer questions. So if any of you guys have any topics you'd like to discuss, if you have any questions you'd like to ask, this is our Q&A segment. So now we'll take those and try to dive into that portion of it now before we wrap it up. Do we have anything from before? I didn't remember seeing many questions.
Yeah, we had one from Anato. He asked something. Oh, is Gas going to get hit with a Nerf bat since a 2-man 501st can beat an Ultimate Kylo? No, because he cannot beat Kylo. All you have to do is Malik on your team. Just put Malik on your team, and that doesn't work at all. So, I mean, that's going to be a popular trend. If you have Ultimate Kylo and you don't want to put Malik on there, then you're foolish. Then yes, you open your team up to being 2-man. But so in the interim, we have a week now in between Grand Arenas. If you guys have Ultimate Kylo, you need to figure out what to do with your Sith Empire, because Malik needs to go with your Supreme Leader Kylo Ren now. So unfortunately, this team works because what happens is you use two characters, Gas and Fulcrum. So what happens is they topple Gas and then they just kill Fulcrum, but they don't have enough turns to really ramp up Supreme Leader Kylo Ren's ultimate ability, and then Gas just wakes up or just pops up all pissed off and just AoEs the whole team to death. So yeah, find a way to use your Darth Revan without Malik. He beats a lot. He beats Rey. You can beat certain Rey comps, I think, with DR, no Malik. So
what is it?
Yeah, I use DR all the time without Malik.
Yeah.
What is
I think offensively he's great. So
what is
be interesting to see.
What is the best counter to a Rey team right now?
Not much. Well, it depends if they have the ultimate or not. You agree with that, good on Maurice? If they have that ultimate, it's like, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. I've been seeing like what was the one team? It was Jedi Revan.
That's the team I like.
Yeah, but it just takes away from so much, right? It's just, and it's not guaranteed. They're both just a nightmare to deal with. They really are. There's nothing hard out there. There are counters, but they're not hard counters. I mean, they're just not. I've been running in GAC. I've been running Rey, Hero Finn, Hero Poe, Holdo, and R2D2. I've had 4 now matches in a row where my Rey could not be beat. And I mean, not just beat, they could not get past like, uh-oh.
keep explaining what's going on with Ultimate Kylo. I'll be right back. Hold on a second.
Little let children, but that team's been working really, really well for me. In JC on defense.
Well, it's frustrating because what you build for your particular arena might not be the same team you fight in Grand Arena and TW and stuff. Like, I know the real popular one for TW that we've seen is Ray, the Resistance Heroes, Barris, and L3. That one's kind of a pain.
That's a pain in the ass. Yes, it is.
Yeah, that team in Arena, though, is not that big of a pain because you have your whole roster at your disposal. But, like, in Grand Arena TW, you don't. Like, you go in there kind of with, like, hearts. Like, mine is, like, Jedi Knight, Revan, Gas, Bastila, you know, GK, like, some combination of, like, 7 or 8 characters. And it's pretty, like, if that's what you go in there rolling with, you've already, like, let's say I place my Padme without GK on defense because I keep GK for my counter, and they run, like, a particular Wraith team. Maybe they put Malik on there. Maybe they put your Holdo and R2. That one's tough, especially if the R2s are built with health. Like, it's a little bit, it almost gives the team too much health to really get through. It can be tough because, I mean, if they get enough health to withstand like one more round, that's one round too many for any counter right now.
Yeah.
I know a lot of people like the DR Brood Alpha sort of teams, but I think those are kind of getting phased out with the ultimates. They're not working as well.
No, when they win, you're like, well, poop.
So it's I see a lot of people I've been, you know, a lot of my opponents, I mean, I would say probably the 12 battles, I think 9 or 10 of them had a Galactic Legend, but, you know, probably half of them kept it.
Yeah.
And the one guy I fought, he actually had a counter for Spring Little Kylo Ren, and he just uses Kylo Ren to solo something for 64 banners. You know, so he is the ultimate solo machine. Like, your Grievous teams, doesn't matter what relic they are, they can be all R7 with Watt, doesn't matter. Spring Little Kylo's going to solo it by himself. It's pretty crazy, but
all right, get the next question.
Last few runs of T1. Oh, here's a question. I unlocked Geo Kylo event this week. Does difficulty increase each time you do tier for all rewards, or am I getting crappy RNG? I lost twice on T1.
Yes, they get harder.
Yeah, but
tier 1 and tier 2 are, once you get your mods figured out, you'll be fine. Tier 3 is just the paper rock scissor.
Yeah.
4 is not that bad. 5 is not that. It gets a little tougher. 6 is where the rubber meets the road. Because, good lord, even for Rey, it's not the funnest thing in the world. And I know Kylo's is really, really stupid hard. Loki's doing it, but he's got a certain strategy he uses to build Kylo up as quickly as possible, so you can just start one-shotting Rey.
Yeah, and that's what
using the event buff over and over and over again until he's like 300, and then he just goes and rolfs on. But his whole team's gone. Rey's different. You keep your whole team alive, and then you just have to time it where you burn the shit out of Kylo and keep him from healing with Jedi Knight Rey or Jedi Training Rey.
Yeah, I fooled a little bit with it. I don't have Rey, but I fooled with it a little bit. And it's a completely different strategy. Even the ultimate ability within the P6 is different. So it's they're
just different. They're just different, you know. But they present different problems, you know, for you on offense or defense. And getting them, I mean, it's just part of it. You have to be tier 1, tier 2, tier 3 multiple times with your tickets to unlock the character. Then the fun begins, because then you get to gear them. Then when I'm in gear, you're going into those tier 4, 5, and 6 with the Relic 3 Rey or Kylo, because you'll get Rolf and stomped. They have to be Relic 7. And I'm not joking about that. Especially for tier 6, you better be Relic 7 with either your Rey or Kylo. Or they will die quickly. You just wasted tickets. And tickets are like gold.
Yeah, I think for T1, because, you know, the Kylo you're using is your actual Kylo Ren unmasked.
Right.
So I think I used him, Sith Trooper, Hux,
Right.
Fox, and I can't remember who the 5th I used was. It might have even been First Order Officer to give Fox another turn. But basically, I mean, it's been a while since I've done that. But I know T6 is fresh. I just finished it, and I use Phasma, original Kylo, like OG Kylo, First Order Officer, and Hux. And you did, like you said, just turn to Kylo, hit the buff, stun one resistance hero. Turn to Kylo, stun the other resistance hero. Wait for Hux's AoE or mass assist, hit Rey with it, and then hopefully Kylo's AoE will take out at least one of the resistance heroes. I got pretty good at it towards the end because I did it. I did lose once or twice, so that's the worst in the world. You think losing T1's bad? Wait till you get to T6 and lose 70 tickets. You're just like, no. But I don't know.
It's not pleasant. So
it's not a good.
You're always a little nervous when you go into those battles.
Yep. So I'm back. Yeah, the quarantine. Listen, it's got our schedules all out of whack. My kid is up all day, 24/7. So
that's why the good Lord made perfect.
Yeah, no, it's okay. I don't mind, but he knows. Normally he'd be sleeping by now.
I know, but he knows you're doing stuff, and he's just being a kid.
Wants to party, and that's fine.
That's not. I hope not.
No, he wants to he wants to play Rocket League, and he wants to live stream with me. That's even more part of it. Is like he wants to actually be on the stream, which is fine. But I think it would be more, we'd have more fun streaming together if we were playing a game that we both played, right? He doesn't really play this game, so. If we stream together, I'd want to do like Rocket League together, or maybe maybe Marvel Ultimate Alliance or something we could play together. Something like that would be cool to play together, like co-op game. But
we're gonna take it back old school. You guys remember it was probably 2016, and one of the very first YouTubers for this game, it was a guy named Trademark.
Yes.
And he was pulling for Rey out of Chromium packs, and he brought his daughter on the stream as a good luck charm. To bring him luck, and he got her. so maybe next time you're pulling a character, maybe have him sit in and bring the good vibes.
Yeah, I think that'd be great.
Yeah, that'd be cool. I'll let him pull the packs.
Yeah,
that'd be fun. He would love to do that. That's all he wants to do, anyways. Buy stuff. Like he plays the Power Ranger game that I play, but he doesn't like do battles. He just wants to buy the characters. So like he'll just come in and be like, Dad, can I just buy this pack? And it's like, no, just you have to win and you get free shards, and then over time, if you play the game a lot, maybe I'll buy you some stuff, but you got to play it. Like he'll just buy. If I spent $200 on it. The only game he plays that I spend money on is Fortnite. Right, so Fortnite he'll play. But anything else, and he's actually pretty good at that game. But like any other mobile games, it's just a waste of money because I know if I spend $100 on that or $50 on it, he's just gonna put the game down and delete it in a couple of weeks and want to play some other game. He's one of those kids that moves from like Slither.io to like. He's playing Roblox, and then he's playing this, and he's playing that. He can't play a game for more than 5 minutes, So it's like
pretty sure that's every kid.
Yeah. 5 minutes is his attention span. 10 minutes, and then he's on to the next game. But all right. I think we saw. Did we have another question? Was that other question asked already? This one, I unlock Galactic Legend Kylo event. Does the difficulty increase? We already answered that question, right?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. I think that's pretty much it, right?
Yeah.
All right. Well,
I'll try to have these tech issues resolved. I got the computer up here like about 10 minutes ago. I didn't feel it was really worth.
He said my son could join Finn's marble stream.
There you go.
Does Finn have a marble stream?
Yeah.
Rangers.
Yeah, they do.
Is this true?
They do the marbles over on Twitch.
Sorry, I'm not having hearing problems. Say that again.
Finn actually plays marbles live.
I tell you this all the time, Raven. I'm not even going to justify.
Is it like? Does he actually have?
That he does play marbles every Monday, and I hang out with him, and all the skiers come out.
Does he have real marbles in his hand that he just plays with, or is it a video game?
You're killing me, Ramon.
Am I going nuts here? I play marbles. Are you talking about like real like glass marbles? You know what I'm saying?
No good, Maurice. You can play them in virtual and have races and stuff with them. And we've said this many times on your stream about that, and invited you to come join and hang out.
I want to play marbles. I want to play marbles with you guys. I never play marbles with you guys.
You say this every time we tell you Monday night, 8 p.m. Eastern on our Twitch channel. And you say all the time, yeah, I'm going to come check it out. And then you forget. And here we are again with the same conversation we had previously.
Yeah, Ranger and Finity shooting glass marbles. They followed up with playing a game of jacks.
Yeah.
I'll play some jacks. We want to play some. You want to play some double dutch? We'll go double
No.
dutch. You know.
No, we're
Wednesday
not.
nights at 8:30 they played Pogs.
We play
Yeah,
Pogs. Oh
yeah.
my God, Pogs! I got my Pogs. I'll break my Pogs out, man. I got slammers galore. I've got like little razor edge slammers. I'll flip it. I'll take all your Pogs home with me. I got a sleeve, like one of those sleeves from Pogs. Power Rangers. It even says Pogs on my sleeve. It's Pogs. That was that was a cool phase for a while back in the 90s, right? Like they used to have the tournaments for Pogs at my video store, like around the corner. You go there and you could like, you know, you would like, but if you lost, you had to give up your slammer and your Pogs. Like whatever you lost, you had to give it up.
Right.
They
I
play.
think you suffered too much brain damage from all those years of wrestling in your backyard.
No. We need to do Pogs live, and we need to play for keeps.
We really don't.
Play for keeps.
No, I have better things to do with my life.
I will take your Pogs. I'll take them home. Okay, they're my Pogs now. Play for keeps. We should play. You know, like one day if they have like you know where you can like match up against anybody that you want in Star Wars Galaxy Heroes, where like you can just like put in an ally code. If they ever allow us to do that one day, you know, we got to play Star Wars Galaxy Heroes for pink slips. You know what I mean? Like you just like straight up like, now you have to give me your account. You know?
Sure.
I'm gonna play Abby all the time for like one of her 17 accounts.
Good luck with that.
Yeah.
Jesus.
But, what happened to Abby, by the way?
Money will be on her.
Oh, okay. Yeah, Abby had some connection issues. That's why she's not here. I didn't notice that she left, but okay.
But she's been having problems with her.
I just thought she was being really quiet. I didn't.
No. She said she was having problems. She was like, oh no, and she was cutting in and out, and then I think that's what's happening.
Okay.
Yeah, at the beginning of the stream you could hear she's like, "Hello, can you get hello?" Like
Yeah, she was not happy.
Yeah, she said she's got some thunderstorms by her going on, so maybe that had something to do with it. But
Yeah.
all right. Well, yeah. Well, what's going on this week with Reality Skewed Gamers?
Oh, quite a lot. We'll be doing a lot of fun stuff for May the 4th. I really suggest everybody here listening to the word. We're going to have an awesome stream tomorrow. I'm not going to reveal anything. Just say it'll be worth watching. It'll definitely be worth watching. And then GAC, I'm going to go for Cree for a whole bunch of fun stuff. And we'll have some other nice surprises for you guys. And then the rest of the week will be our normal week, you know, with lots of streams. And we got another big thing we're working on that's coming up here soon that'll be launched. That's going to be big. But we'll do D&D. We'll do our other games. We'll have our Wednesday night show. We'll have the Jedi Academy. I will be spending the rest of the week on the hill that I'm working on, contributing my 12 labors of Ranger right now. Jesus, this hill, oh God. So I'm going to have horrible nightmares about this stupid thing. But yeah, that's what we got. A whole bunch of stuff. I definitely check out the lunch stream tomorrow. It'll definitely.
So what kind of surprise are you talking about here? You have like CG Crumb coming on to the show live? You know, you got, Top Hat coming on there to show you his behind? Do like a face reveal?
You know, when I say surprise, Revon, do you not understand the concept of the word surprise?
Is Lord Skunk gonna appear on the live stream tomorrow?
You want me to find you, call some of my friends from my SF days, and just beat your ass to death?
What's going on with Operation Metaverse this week, Maurice?
streaming 10:30 on Thursday. Thursday nights 10:30.
Okay. All right. Well, definitely make sure to check out everybody's channels. Obviously, most of you, I'm sure, already do, but their links are in the description of the live stream. So make sure to click on that. And if you're not subscribed, definitely subscribe. Also, go check out, as I mentioned earlier, Master Kylo's channel. I forgot the name. I believe it's Master FX 97. Master FX 97. Go to Twitch and check that out. He is streaming Star Wars Galaxy of Heroes, and he's doing his GAC live on there. He's streaming a few days a week, so definitely make sure to check that out. But also, since Abby's not here, make sure to go check out the Boba's podcast, and they have some old videos on there. I know they're working on some new things too. So I appreciate everybody, chilling out with us. This was a great show. It was a lot of fun. We'll be back next week with some more show. And, as soon as I do get the opportunity to do a live stream with GAC, the next GAC, I will do it. So stay tuned for that. But may the Force or the Fourth be with you all. Have a good night. Take care, everybody.